Malunggay, orange, malunggay, iced tea. Mas masustansya at mas masarap. Ang dating iced tea at orange juice, may bago na. May malunggay. Malunggay, orange, malunggay, iced tea. Mas masustansya at mas masarap. Malunggay, orange, malunggay, iced tea. Swak sa lahat. Malunggay, litro pack.
HG Guyabano, homegrown iced tea. HG Guyabano, I love my HG. Gawang Pilipino, walang kastin. Gawa sa dahon ng Guyabano. HG Guyabano, homegrown iced tea.
Bumangon sa tapang at lasa ng bagong pag-asa.
A bold blend of Barako coffee, fortified with malunggay and other extracts, rich in potassium, calcium, and magnesium.
Tikman ang bagong kape ng bayan, Pacquiao Coffee.
Pacquiao Original Blend 3-in-1 Coffee.
Lasa ng bagong pag-asa.
And good evening once again for another edition of Banana Cake. My name is Ernest Hernandez. I will be the host and moderator for this evening. And with us right now, before I introduce our very special guest who you see right now in the middle of our Zoom screen, Don Ramon Fernandez. Magandang gabi sa iyo.
Yes, good afternoon. Good afternoon, guys. Kumusta kayo?
Okay naman no? Pero ito no, pakilala ko muna mga aking mga gwapo at magagandang co-host sa araw na to. First and foremost, Miss Belay Fernando.
Hello, good evening everyone. Welcome back to Banana Cake.
Yes, Bailey.
And of course, Peps Avesilia.
Hello everybody. Maayong buntag. Mon Fernandez, how are you?
Maayong gabi diri sa amo.
Gabi na pala, gabi. Welcome to Banana Cake.
And from
Thank you.
From Philippine News Agency and Dugout Philippines, Mr. Ivan Saldaheno.
Yun, good evening. Good evening, Ernest. Good evening, Bella. Good evening, Sir Pep. Good evening, Com Ramon. Yung nga, fourth time nasa Sports on Air. Nice.
Yan na nga maraming ilang beses na natin sugiran si Don Ramon sa ating sa Sports on Air. Pero bago lahat, magpapasalamat muna tayo sa ating mga sponsors. Pacquiao Coffee, 3-in-1 Kapeng Barako with Malunggay. Don Ramon, baka dapat kailangan nito yung Pacquiao Coffee, matikman niyo. Yung Orange Malunggay, Orange Iced Tea, and HG Guyamano Drink. At ang dating Iced Tea and Orange Juice, may bago na. May Malunggay, Malunggay Iced Tea, and Malunggay Orange Litro Pack. Available in Mercury Drug, South Supermarket, Robinson Supermarket, LCC, Rostan Supermarket, Lazada, and Shopee. And for those who want to become resellers, please email sales@orech.com.ph. And with that, simulan na natin ang interview natin with our guest, Com. Unang tanong ko dito, no, and I think nakamusta ko na rin kayo. Ito, may get lagpas na tayo ng isang taon sa pandemya natin. Ano yung mga biggest lessons nyo during these times?
Sa pandemya?
Oo.
Patience, pace. Follow protocols. Basically, those two major things, no, major factors na natutunan mo rito. You just have to be really patient. We don't see our opponent. So, yung disiplina sa sarili, yung mga natutunan ko sa sports, nagamit ko rin dito.
Ano yung specific na natutunan nyo sa sports na yung talagang masasabi nyong ito yung buti na lang nag-sports ako?
Well, of course, as I said, yung perseverance, no? And the discipline and follow rules. Plano the game
Okay.
to win related to
Medyo nagde-delay lang tayo ng konti
yes, Mike.
Ayun, no? Okay. Anyway, Ivan, you have a question for Com?
Oh, yes. So,
Yeah, basically yun lang, Mike. No? There's nothing much.
Ayun.
all right.
Ayun, medyo
Okay.
nag-delay yata yung
Okay na ba?
Yan. Okay na. Okay, Ivan, you may
Yes.
ask Com our questions.
Okay, sure. So, kung yung updates muna tayo sa grassroots sports programs natin sa PSC because it's over a year, no palaro, no Batang Pinoy. Although, Charles said in an earlier podcast, you're trying to push to the 2022 edition. So, talk about the latest updates in the grassroots sports programs.
What was the question, Ivan?
The updates on the grassroots sports programs of PSC.
Well, since the pandemic started, we had to cancel all the programs that were scheduled for 2020, no? So there's really not much we can do. So up to now, ganun pa rin. Ang dami sanang naka-line up, but we just couldn't really start it, no? For one, hindi na-allow. And yun, we really just have to wait for the pandemic to improve, no? And maybe when everybody is vaccinated, then maybe we can start all over again. In fact, we're having a webinar planning stage for we will have a webinar with the LGUs all over the country planning for the PNG and the Batang Pinoy for next year. So we'll start with that first, planning first.
Speaking of PNG, of course, most of them you're considering them for the SEA Games, but let's go to the elephant in the room. The current SEA Games update being the chef de mission. Oh, what happened?
Ayun, basically pag-usapan natin yung SEA Games, no? Yung regarding sa SEA Games, maraming kuro-kuro ngayon, no? Aminin natin may mga kuro-kuro ngayon na may hindi daw matutuloy ang SEA Games. What is the stand right now of the SEA Games? Is it 100% going already o may chance pa ba tong ma-cancel?
The SEA Games, the SEAG Federation will be meeting on the 20th. So we'll never know yet, no? So we really just have to wait for the decision ng SEAG Federation on the 24th. No? But just the plans and preparations kung matuloy man.
Okay, Peps, may gusto kong itanong?
So, sir, now, I just want to ask, if this pushes through the SEA Games, well, beforehand, before I go to that, actually, there's one time I went to Cebu. You're based in Cebu, right, sir? Kong Mon? Naghang ata? Hello? Oo, naghang.
Oo, naghang yata. Oo.
Lag niya eh.
Oo.
That's correct. Yes, that's correct. That's correct.
Oh, I boarded the plane, and I think if I was beside you, you were behind me, and actually I wanted to I wanted to say hi, or because you're a legend, and we are so grateful and thankful that you are here with us today at Banana Kick, Sports on Air's Banana Kick, no? So anyway, how many disciplines do we have for the SEA Games that we plan to send entries to?
Well, there will be 40 sports that's going to be played in Vietnam. And I believe we are participating in 39 different sports. No? There are more or less about 500 plus events, no, for all the sports that are that will be played. No? So we're talking about initially the POC sent in about 600 plus athletes, no, 625 plus athletes.
That's athletes alone, or including also the coaches and also the delegation, no?
Just athletes plus the coaches.
The athletes.
Say 800.
Hello, Com. Oo.
Packs.
Okay, I was listening actually earlier to your, hello sir.
Let me
Com, naglalag po tayo. Oo.
Yes, go ahead.
Yan, okay na. Mas okay na.
Let me transfer to my data first, no?
Okay, okay, sir.
Maybe it would be faster. Hold on, ha?
Sige,
Yes, sir.
Com. Ayan na nga, Peps, ano tayo, no? Hindi pa pala sigurado yung SEA Games.
Deep up.
May alanganin pa, so they have to really meet and then discuss.
Thursday ba? I heard Thursday eh.
Yeah, Thursday.
Thursday pa kailangan, magkakaroon ng meeting regarding that. No, but yun nga, but please, the grassroots program, meron ng linaw na for next year na talaga na
next year na.
yung grassroots, no?
Hello again, Com.
Okay. How am I coming in now?
Better?
Better?
Much better, sir. You actually look
Betterer,
very
betterer.
Okay.
Water
All right,
better.
that's good.
Kanina po, medyo, ayun. Mas gwap. Sir, habang nagbumabalik yun, mas pabata ng pabata yung itsura natin, sir, ha?
Ibidis uli.
Yeah,
Anyway,
so
going back to my question, sir, no, I was listening actually to your Facebook show earlier, no. Apparently, how do we intend to help fund these athletes? Of course, we have to send the best of the best, no, to whether, let's say, it be the SEA Games or the Tokyo Olympics, no. That's another thing, though. But how can we help support, or what is the PSC doing to support these athletes?
well, if I got you right, talking of how to support the athletes, palagay ko prayers lang ang magagawa natin ng mga fans, sports fans, no. The athletes are ready. They've been training so hard even during the time of the pandemic. In fact, ang message ko nga sa kanila na just to keep their focus, one foot nila nasa loob na ng Olympics, no? So it's a matter of just playing well and performing well. So makamit naman nila yung dream nila to win an Olympic medal, no? So ang PSA naman, we're all out support. The government, for one, is supporting 100% support ng gobyerno natin. So the ball game is now in the hands really of the athletes. Huh?
Thank you for that answer, sir.
Okay. Ivan, may gusto ka rin dagdag doon?
So yun nga. So you mentioned the SEA Games, but let's go forward to the Olympics. I believe Jovic Pagunsan will be confirmed later tonight during the 13th Olympics. So talk about now the Philippines having 13 representatives to Tokyo this year.
Yes. What's the question?
Okay, so Jovic Pagunsan is set to be confirmed to be part of the Olympics tonight. So he'll become the 13th member of the Philippine team. So talk about the Philippines having 13 representatives to Tokyo this year.
I believe they will reach a minimum of 19 to maybe 20 athletes that will qualify because meron pang wildcard entry ang swimming, dalawa, isa sa athletics. What else? Kasama na ba dyan yung air rifle shooter natin, si John
Yes, confirmed na po
Valdez
si
na yun?
Jason, yes.
Okay. So palagay ko aabot ng ano yan eh. Aabot ng 19 at least, no?
19. We are expecting more Olympians to come in, no, for our country. Meron sino-sino to
Yes,
mga to? Oo. Tingin niyo sino-sino pa to mga madadagdag?
Well, doon sa 13 nabanggit ni Ivan, wala pa dyan si Yuka Sasso and si Bianca Pagdaganan, no? So that makes it what? 15?
15, oo.
15.
Okay. Kasama na ba Ivan sa 13 si Kiyomi Watanabe? Wala pa.
Wala pa.
So that's 16.
16.
Okay, plus the two swimmers, 18.
18.
Plus one athletics at least.
So not likely.
So
19.
at least minimum of 19. Baka, I believe we just got news that yung archery natin na nasa France, none of them was able to qualify. No? So we're looking at 19, and this is going to be a record for the Philippines as far as participation in the Olympics, the number of athletes that participated. No? So it's kind of a record for our country.
Going back to that, sir, I just like to ask, no? So basically, we'll be sending, and hopefully we'll be sending 19 strong representatives. These are individuals, no? None of the team sports have qualified.
None that I know of.
So we won't be seeing any representatives. Is there football in the Olympics? I'm not so sure. Or basketball.
None. There's none. Wala.
Okay, pero ito no? Gaano kayo parang ka-hopeful na this time around baka pwedeng makabigay ng inspirasyon sa bayan natin na magkaroon tayo ng kauna-una ang gold medal sa Olympics?
Well, we are hoping, we are positive there are several athletes there that has really a big chance in bringing home the gold finally, no? To name a few would be, of course, si Heidi Lin, having won the silver in the last Olympics in Rio. But even si Elrin Ando, no, sa category niya, malakas din yung batang yan, no? Sa tingin ko, magmemedalya din yung batang yan, no? And even si Valdez, yung sa shooter natin, no? Air rifle shooting natin, because yung personal best niya na score, which was, ang sabi niya kanina, nag-i-score siya sa practice ng 630, 631, ay yung Rio gold medalist nasa 626 yata or 628, if I remember right, no? And he can score 628, 626, no? But even siya mismo, nagsabi niya, ma-perform lang niya yung personal best niya, malaking chances na pumasok siya sa top 8 out of, I think, there will be about 40 starters sa air rifle, no? So, ang ano pala, pag nakapasok ka sa top 8, well, then the finals will start, no? That's a brand new bull game. Everybody will have a chance now to podium, to go for the medals, no? So malaki din ang chances na at ang kagandahan ng bata ay may kumpiyansa siya sa sarili na niya, no? Talking about how he prepared physically and mentally. Unlike before daw kasi mental game lang yung prepare niya. The physical aspect hindi masyado, but now pinagsabay na niya yon, coupled with sports psychologists, nutritionists, and physiologists working with them. So malaki talaga ang improvement nitong mga bata natin. No? Hindi lang naman siya ang may support na ganun. Most, if not all of our Olympians, merong ganong support from sa mga sports sciences na yan. No?
Nawala.
Yan.
May pumapasok kasi na call sa akin eh. Di bale? Am I back?
Yes, sir, we can hear you. Yes.
All right.
And I think also,
Okay.
sir, si Yuka, no, if she joins us, now she's making our country proud, no, in the area of
Of course.
golf.
The two golfers, nandyan si Yulo. Ako nga, after seeing a video of Kaloy Yolo's practice very recently, I was in awe, no? So sabi ko, itong batang to, at least dalawang sa floor exercise at saka sa bar, I think biniro ko nga yung mga kaibigan natin sa Malacanang na mag-prepare na sila ng 20 million for Yulo. Baka magdalawang gold yan, no? So,
Ganun ba kalaki ang
marami pang iba. No?
You know, so talagang actually si Kaloy, I've heard a lot of Kaloy recently na malakas daw yung ano niya, yung chances niya magka-gold medal. And yun nga yung nung nagkaroon ng alanganin na matuloy yung Olympics, doon tayo nang hinayang eh. This is the year of yung prime ni Kaloy Yulo to get a gold medal, not in the next 4 years eh. It has to be this year. No.
He's still young naman, Mike. Pwede pa yan sa next Olympics pa rin. He can still compete, no? And he may even still improve. But I think his time is ripe to win some medals in Tokyo now.
Mm-hmm. And waiting for another 4 years will be too long. But
3 years naman.
3 years ba? Di ba 4?
3 years na lang.
2003
years,
siya,
okay,
2024 ang Olympics eh.
Oo nga pala dahil
Balik sa 4 years cycle na nun.
Di counted yung 2020.
Yeah.
Scratch sa calendar
Negative.
Negative.
Okay, ito medyo bumalik tayo sa base mo sa basketball, no? Because ito nung kamakailan lang yung Gilas Pilipinas actually made the country proud by sweeping the Clark leg sa FIBA Asia qualifiers. Your initial thoughts nung nanalo ang Gilas, what came through your mind?
I only was able to watch the first game against Korea and a portion of the second game against, I believe, Indonesia. No? So, as I mentioned in some earlier interviews, I think it would be good for the SBP to really keep this team together. No? Make this a long-term program for them. No? Dapat yung mga bata natin ang ipasok dyan. No? That would be a brighter future for these kids. No? So dapat they keep them intact. Yun na sila ang ipadala doon para they'll have more years playing together.
Okay. Ivan, yeah?
Yeah. Okay, I was supposed to ask for this kasi earlier you said in the other podcast, the PSA forum, that you prefer this kind of Gilas setup, yung purely cadets, than probably bringing PBA players to the... So can you further elaborate on that? And you said that it's a long time coming. So can you further elaborate on that?
Ivan, ba't pag ikaw nagtatanong may nangyayari?
Malik, parang.
Okay, ayan.
Lagi natatime kay Ivan. But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. Elaborate on...
What you said earlier was you see that this type of Gilas Cadets program is a long time coming. So can you further elaborate on that?
Yeah, because for one, if you use PBA players, you cannot prepare for a good period of time, no? Experiences natin, ilan? Dalawa, tatlo, 4 na buwan, no? In our time, 2 weeks nga lang kami naglaro, nag-practice for the Asian Games, no? Kasi may commitment sila sa PBA, no? So it's better that they use the cadets, these young guys, because this will definitely help in improving the quality of the game of basketball here in the Philippines. If you allow these kids to compete in that level of competition, these kids are the winners, no? And that will help improve the quality of our game locally, no? Most of our PB players, they've done service already to the nation din naman, no? So let them concentrate on their profession and give these kids, young kids. I'm not really looking at winning in these tournaments. Maybe Asia-wise, I'm hoping makatsamba tayo. But even in Asia, talagang mahirapan na naman tayo, no? Being able to participate in these tournaments is, for me, winning for these kids already. That's already winning, no? So let's just forget it about winning in international competitions with regards to basketball, because that will never happen, no? That's why nakita mo naman yung mga atleta na nag-qualify sa Olympics. Dito tayo mag-concentrate sa individual weight category sports, no? If you want to excel in the international scene, no? But we continue to play the team sports also. Wala namang problema yon, especially that basketball is very well supported by the private sector, no? So I hope they really continue with that program, using these young kids to play against in the international events, no?
But
Okay.
ito, kasi the cup coming up for Greece is the OQT. And you have Serbia coming up next. And we all know Serbia malakas. You have Milos Teodosic, then some more locals, kahit wala si Nikola Jokic, they're still very strong. So if you were to ask, do you think we still need PBA players for the OQT?
Yung sa Serbia?
Yes. Kasi Serbia, Dominican Republic ang kagrupo natin. And malakas ang Serbia. So do you think we need PBA players for that, or okay na itong cadets?
Wala.
Wala. Wala bang target eh. Man ba?
Hello?
Hello.
Yan.
Wala.
Okay. Teka, but anyway, Com, nawala kayo. Yung mic nyo
Wala
nawala.
kayo.
Oo. Com, yung mic nyo nawala. Oo.
Wala.
Oo. Com, yung mic nyo.
Ivan, wag ka na muna magtanong para
Oo nga eh.
ikaw yung,
Na ano
ikaw
eh.
yung malas.
Ako hinihintay namin magtanong. Ikaw nang hinihintay namin.
Ikaw yung malas.
Ako yung barang.
Hello,
Hindi ko
sir.
itong virtual baka
Narinig
bato
niyo
yung
ba
barang.
kami? We can't hear you. We can't hear you. If you can hear us, we can't hear you.
Oh, nawala bigla yung mic ni
Ivan, time out ka muna ha. Time out ka muna.
Belay naman, si Belay.
Baka yung virtual baka ko yung barang.
Okay lang. Pero napansin ko lang ha, pag si Peps nagtatanong, tuloy-tuloy naman eh.
Oo nga eh.
Sir, naririnig niyo ba kami, sir?
Yun.
Ayan.
Party line. I think there's a party line, Ivan.
May party line.
May party line ka ba yan?
Party line. That's so
Ito
tito.
ba yun? Dahil
Oh
si
my
guest
gosh.
natin si Com, El Presidente. May kaka-party line tayo.
So, yeah, baka si Sir Mon is getting so many calls because I know that sobrang busy, and it's a good feeling for the sports, Philippine sports to be busy again because, you know, we have the Olympics, of course, and we have the recent FIBA qualifiers. And of course, we just recently had the ASCAL's World Cup qualifiers, and coming up, we'll have Asian Champions League. Yung favorite tournament ni Ernest, yung Asian Champions League na. Ngayon, nabulol na rin ako doon. So, sobrang exciting nun.
Bukas na pala.
Actually,
nakakatawa kayo, nakakaumahawa talaga kayo lahat, ha?
oo nga. Actually, you know, sobrang exciting. Nakita ko rin the other day na may qualifiers or may tournament rin, pati beach volleyball. So, sobrang dami talagang to look forward to in Philippine sports. Tingnan mo,
Sports,
nabubulol
yes.
talaga ako. Ewan ko ba kung ano yung
We are
nangyayari.
sports is
may
bouncing back.
nakakahawa
Yun yun.
eh.
Oo,
I hope we get
Nakakaawa.
Com Ramon back, no? Ang dami ko pa naman sanang tanong na
Oo nga
throwback.
eh.
Marami pa. He will be back.
Tatanungin mo pa siya na kung nagbabanana kick siya. Diba?
Oh, ganun yun. Standard na yun. Akin na yun. I claim that.
Oo nga eh. Tatanungin mo. Tapos ano pa eh. Ano yan. So, yeah, for sure, we're just going to wait.
Sige, ipahinga muna natin si Ivan, kumakain na eh, no?
Oo
Mamaya-maya
nga
na.
Mag-off screen ko muna, Ivan. Kumain ka na muna.
Buong timing eh. Yung in-order ko, pag simulan natin, dumating yung order ko.
Ano ba yung BTS meal?
Ayan na si sir.
Ayan na. Okay, time out ka muna, Ivan, ha?
Okay.
XD meal.
Sige, ako
Alright.
muna. I have
Sige,
something
go
here,
lang.
no, about ayan, pero abangan natin si Don Ramon, no?
There
Tom.
you go.
Ayan,
na.
palagay ko, better na to.
Hindi mo na magtatanong si Ivan, no? But anyway,
Grabe.
ang tanong ko, kayo, syempre, you played center as well during your time, and seeing Kai Soto in the first game, what can you say about the 7'3" center that we have right now, and his potential as a 19-year-old?
I said in my comments nga, in some posts in Facebook that let's give him another 2 years, no? Let him play in Australia for another 2 years, and definitely he's going to be a force to reckon with after 2 years, no? He might need to bulk up a little bit, no? Let's be patient with him. The guy can play.
Pero Don Ramon, no, ang tanong ko nga dito, ang prime, so pwede ba nating sabihin na ang prime Mon Fernandez hindi pa rin uubra si Kai Soto?
O, kayo na lang ang magsabi na ako.
Hindi pa.
Ako magsasabi nun. Di pa siya wala ibang level ni Com Fernandez. El Presidente ang tawag sa kanya dati.
Anyway, gusto niyo ba turuan si Kai ng elegant shot? Kakailanganin ba niya?
Ikaw talaga, nilako mo yung question ko.
Ano ba yung teardrop?
May follow-up pa yan.
He will be unstoppable
Question ni Peps yan.
if he learns to what you call this? He learns to master that running shot, no? Going to the middle, no? Magiging unstoppable na siya di hamak yan.
Okay, Peps, gusto mo na i-follow up? Now is the time.
Sir, Com, ang ko lang kasi, our show is called also the Banana Kick, no? By any chance, have you ever played football in your younger years? I know you're known for basketball. By any chance, did you ever play the sport of football before?
Yes, I played it in high school when I was in the first year and second year high school. Way back in the seminary, no? The priests that were running the cemetery were Dutch from Netherlands, and you know very well that the Dutch people are also good football players. No? So yes, we played that in high school, first year and second year high school. Aside
Then
from
after
basketball,
that, sir, you transferred. Okay. So you're mixing both sports, football and basketball at the time.
first year and second year high school, yes.
Yes. So okay, go ahead, Belay. Go ahead.
So, what's your position in
No,
football?
that wasn't me. That was Ivan again.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, sorry. What's your position in football, if I may ask?
Player.
I mean, what position?
All around.
Midfielder, defender,
Alam mo,
All
striker?
around.
All
alam mo,
around.
during those times, never mind what year, wala kaming, basta laro lang kami na laro, takbo dito, takbo doon, no? Kanya-kanyang kayod. There was no, we
Dutch
didn't have a
football
coach.
talaga. Total
Oo.
11.
Positionless
Walang
We didn't,
football.
position.
we didn't have a coach or anything, so we just played and have fun, no?
Okay, so
Interesting.
anyway, sa football kasi sir, meron pong tinatawag na banana kick, no? That's actually it's a sort of like a trick shot, no? It's
Yeah.
like a trick shot. So it's a way when a player who tries to score a goal kicks it and the ball curves in such a way that hopefully and luckily it gets in. Sa basketball
Correct.
ba, is there any shot that you're known for or is similar to that?
Well, basically, it's just the bank shot. Maybe that's close to the banana kick, no? Because it just doesn't go straight to the hoop, no? You have to hit the backboard first and hopefully hit the goal, no? So that's, I guess, that or maybe with the hook shot, no? Or yeah, basically those two shots.
So sir, how would you classify yung shot nyo, yung elegant shot na tinatawag nila? Ano ba yon? Anong klaseng tira po yon?
It's basically just the usual shot you take in basketball, but you do it while running, no? It's actually a running shot, no? So it's a simple running shot, basically. It's just that you have to do it. Your arms stretch, and you can do that if you can hold the ball, no? So you just go for the running shot with one leg up and raise the ball as high as you can, no? So it's a simple running shot.
But that made you so famous, sir, during your time.
Well, it's definitely very hard to stop, to block, because as you know, the offensive player was always at least one step ahead of the defense, no? So the defense will never know when you're going to take that running shot, no? So delayed lagi ang defensa. So all you have to do really is to master that shot, no? Improve your average, and it's kind of unstoppable, really.
Thank you for that, sir. Bella, would you like to ask a question, or you have any questions for our com?
Sir Mon, when my co-hosts are very, very excited for their guests when 45 minutes in the show, wala pa po akong natatanong. Ni isang tanong. Usually, sa akin po nila kagad pinapasa yung tanong. So, tsaka tinanong na rin po nila yung mga inassign po sa akin na tanong. Pero okay lang, I still have a few questions for you, sir, if
Go ahead, Vilay.
if it's okay. So
Go ahead, Vilay.
my first question is, we've been talking a lot about the national athletes and whether the individual players for SEA Games, for the Olympics. I wanted to veer a little bit if what your thoughts about professional sports going back to playing. I know the PBA started their training already. I'm not sure if the professional football league has been cleared to start training, but what's the take of yourself, your personal take, and PSC as well on professional sports returning?
Okay. For as long as, of course, we want everybody to get back to their games, no, to their tournaments. I think football has been given this go signal by the IATF and hopefully the PBA also. Some tournaments, some leagues were given also the go signal in the different provinces, the different areas where that, like the Vismin Cup, the basketball tournament.
Yeah.
So, well, we're hoping really that everybody returns to the playing field, no? Para naman, well, yeah. So may mapapanood ang mga tao, no? So we're hoping and praying that we get back to normal.
So, in terms of returning to play, is there some sort of vaccination protocol? Not that the PSC will provide that, but rather a requirement, do you think, for players and staff to return?
Well, of course, value added na yung mabakunahan, malaking safety precaution yon, no? It would be good if everybody can be vaccinated, of course. So yung mga protocols mag-ease up a little bit, no? But that would be the key really to opening up even for the spectators, because as of now, pagka nagbubble kayo ngayon, walang spectators, no? And I guess personally, iba yung laro ng basketball player or ng athlete for that matter kung walang spectators eh. It's really the spectators that pushes your adrenaline to run 100% or more if
Yes.
there's such a thing, no? So, yeah, vaccination would definitely help in ease up these protocols, no?
But in terms of vaccination, it seems like it would be more of yung each NSA and each organization will be the one in charge of making sure their players and
Yes,
staff are.
I believe so because well, as far as our national athletes are concerned, it was assigned to the Philippine Olympic Committee ang vaccination program, no? It was provided for by the government also for the vaccination of the national athletes, which they were able to do already. They got their first jab, and they're about, I think, towards the end of June or early July. No, I think towards the end of June that they're going to get their second jabs.
Yeah, I know that there are some athletes who already were able to get their vaccination. Unfortunately, yung mga athletes ng football, we're still waiting for the vaccination for our national team. So hopefully theirs will be coming soon para makapaghanda na rin po sila. So we were discussing a little bit earlier about what your thoughts, and this is purely personal, sir, not representing anything of the PSC, but we know that Ange Kwame was recently naturalized and was able to play for Gilas, and he really did do a lot and was a big factor in the success of Gilas recently. What are your thoughts on that, especially with football also in the process? Actually, one step na lang yata po with Bienvenido Marañon. What are your thoughts on naturalizing players for the national teams?
Well, I'm open to that. No, I keep an open mind to that, but we will have more pride. There's more pride if we can really win all Filipino. But then again, you must accept that all the other countries are doing that, no? So to keep up with them, to make the games even, no? Okay, acceptable na rin sa akin yung may naturalize. As long as mag-naturalize talaga sila, yes.
I think from our interview with Bienve, sir, sa puso daw based yung pagka-Filipino niya. If not by birth, if not by parents, if not by blood, by his heart. His heart is really with the Filipinos.
Yes,
so
they all say that, Belay.
That's true. Pero na talaga kami.
but
Napabilib
I
talaga
hope,
kami.
But I hope it really comes from his heart.
Yeah. But we actually really believed in him that day. So hopefully it's really true, and we were not we didn't just fall for that na that they all
because
that.
I don't know if you what you call this, you research a bit more about players getting naturalized, because ang alam ko in the 50s pa yung Spain, they already naturalized a basketball player, no? A guy by the name of Bravender, I think, no? So matagal nang ginawa ng Spain yan. So jokingly, I was saying, sana nung mga 50s or early 60s, kung nag-naturalize na tayo ng mga 6'10", 6'11", or 7-footers, sana nagkaroon na ng mga anak at apo yun na para tumangkad yung lahi ng Filipino. No? Just like what happened to Yao Ming, I was made to understand that he's a product of some sort of a breeding program.
Basketball player din yung nanay, di ba?
I don't know if that's true though.
Breeding program. That's a good idea. I'm sure.
Ginawang Labrador no?
Golden Doodle. Nako, may special guest pa pala tayo humabol.
Belay, alam mong excited ang mga tao pag biglang susulpot na lang si Godfather.
Nako.
No? Okay, Brian, baka gusto mong may ano, baka gusto mo nang magtanong kasi
Huwag muna,
Passing the
kakapasok
mic
ko lang
on to
ngayon.
you.
Kasi
iniiwas
syempre,
namin yung microphone ngayon kay Ivan may nangyayari.
Go ahead.
Barang
Sir,
eh.
sir.
I will not pass up a chance to talk with Sir Mon. Never ko ipapass up yan. Hindi, sige, okay lang. Let me know kasi I am trying to get into the flow of things. Sige lang.
Meron akong
The
pwede
flow
ba akong
is
magtanong,
done.
sir?
You're
Patapos
done?
na yung flow. Patapos na yung
Ano
flow.
yung mga tinanong nyo? Di ko na
Sir
alam.
Mon,
Okay, go ahead, Peps.
Sir Mon, pwede ba ako magtanong? Pwede ba ho?
Syempre.
Ano, papayagan
Ano lang to,
ba
para
natin si
maglalaro
Brian?
lang
Okay,
tayo.
go ahead.
Teka lang, pag-isipan muna natin.
Meron akong tanong lang. Papalaruin lang natin si Sir Mon, no? 'Di ba basketball, ilang players pong ginagamit sa basketball pag naglalaro?
Yes.
5, 'di ba?
Lima.
Sa basketball, sir, ilang player? 5, 'di ba? So meron akong mga 5 questions sa inyo, no? Sasagutin niyo kung anong preference niyo. Okay? So for example, magtatanong ako kung gusto niyo lalaki o babae. So anong sasagutin niyo? Parang ganon.
Okay.
Okay? So sir, anong pipiliin niyo sa
Kinakabahan
elegant shot
ako.
o dunk shot?
Naku,
Narinig
nawala
ba?
na naman.
Elegant shot or dunk shot? Oh,
Ah,
naku, ako na ata
elegant
may
shot dahil mas nahihirapan ako sa dunk shot eh. Sa elegant shot na lang ako.
Okay. Long shorts or sexy shorts?
Panahon namin, sexy shorts eh. Okay yung sexy
Ayan.
shorts.
Gusto ko
Kasi
yan.
coming from the basketball game, pwede ka mag-swimming kagad.
Tama.
Ayan. Ito sir, sinong best friend nyo? Si Jaworski o si Arnaiz?
Both of them.
Okay. Isa pa sir. Askal o homegrown?
I would always prefer homegrown.
Okay. Thank you very
But
much. Vaccine or not to
Pascal
vaccine?
is acceptable to me also.
Okay. And last but not the least, not to vaccine or get vaccinated?
Vaccinated. Gusto mo bang mabaril?
Ayan. Oh, thank you very much for participating in my...
Baka makulong ka pag ayaw mo mag-vaccine.
Buti na lang
Vaccine na ako. Vaccinated na ako.
Ako
good.
din.
By the
Thank
second
you so
shot ko
much
dapat.
for engaging in my 5 questions, sir. Thank you so much.
Nice one, Peps.
Welcome,
We
welcome.
allowed you.
Eto no, since na pag-usapan na rin natin yung vaccine, sa US kasi nasa 60% pa lang sila talaga sa vaccination. Pero meron ng audience ang NBA games nila. Do you think ito maganda yung balita, yung Moderna dumarating na, yung mga in-order natin vaccines darating na, malaki yung kick natin sa vaccination program natin. Do you think mga ilang percentage bago tayo magkaroon uli ng audience sa mga games natin?
Well, I think that will be best answered by the medical doctors, no? Kung ilang percent na ng citizenry ang vaccinated, kung ano yung percentage na ma-declare nila na may herd immunization, ano. So I wouldn't know. I'm not a doctor. MD lang ako eh. Sa Bisaya, murag doktor. In Tagalog, parang doktor, but not really a doctor, no? So that's really our hope na bumalik na sa normal, makapanood na yung mga kababayan natin. Because as I said earlier, para naman lumabas yung 100% sigla ng mga atleta, ng mga players kung merong audience, live audience. Hello?
Okay.
Am I still?
Nandyan pa. Ito si Brian. Okay, pasa ko na kay Brian Yalom. Okay, Brian, game.
Tanong na raw yung gusto kong tanongin eh.
Ito yung medyo kapanaw ni Brian. Don Ramon, sinabi nyo kanina, hindi sa inyo nagsimula yung Korean curse kasi talo nyo si Shindong pa. Tama, no?
Hindi nag-umpisa ang
Korean curse sa inyo.
bakit ang understanding ko sa sinasabi ninyong Korean curse is hindi tayo nananalo against Korea. Am I right?
Yes, oo.
Oh, that started what? 90s na yata yun or 2000 na?
I think more of I think may pagka 90s nagsimula eh. No, pero may nagsasabi nga daw nung panahon nyo pa daw yung si Shindong pa hindi nyo daw ma-contain. Ewan ko lang kung how true or how what is the right thing to say right now kasi yun yung yun yung barbershop talk, no, talagang yun noon pa daw hindi daw natin matalo si Shindong pa.
Well, in the sometime in the late 60s and the very early 70s up to 71 ABC, which is the FIBA Asia, I remember talo tayo sa sa Korea, no? But there was also a time way back, I think 1967, when we won the FIBA Asia, which was the ABC then, in Korea. 1967, yung heroic shot ni Danny Florencio under goal stab na nananalo nag-champion sila, no? So on and off naman yun, never na dire-diretso for quite a long time na hindi tayo nananalo. When our time came in 1973, when I made it to the national team, hindi naman nananalo ang Korea sa amin noon in that ABC tournament. I don't remember if we played against them in the Asian Games in Tehran, but I can't remember. But as far as the ABC is concerned, tinalo naman namin sila twice doon we were unbeaten there, 10-0 in the 1973 FIBA Asia.
Okay, back to you, Brian.
Talaga. Besides, common, patanong ko lang kasi nga, di ba, yun, the Philippines proved that they could win against Korea twice. Do you think we have that formula already moving forward na tama na yung composition natin ngayon na itong program na to? And should it be retained?
Yeah, I've said it. They should retain this team already, no? Malaking confidence booster, builder sa mga bata tong performance nila ngayon. They have proven that they can win despite of their youth. Although makita mo naman din yung mga Korea, sa tingin ko mga bata din naman yun, 19, 20-year-olds din karamihan din doon, ano? Or in their young 20s, no? So dapat talaga they keep this team, no? Ito ang hinahanap nating long-term program, no? Hindi yung pick up, parang pipick up ka lang ng atleta pagka merong tournament na sasalihan, no? And prepare for a very short period of time. So they should. I'd like to believe that they should continue this program.
So do you think we could use the same formula in football or soccer, football?
In any sport for that matter, Brian, no? Preparation is really the key, no? And what you call this, sending these players to competitions outside, look for the highest level of competition available for these kids to really improve.
Okay, Ernest.
Okay, yun. Okay. Belay, may gusto ko pang itanong. Si Ivan, umiinom. Sana mabulunan.
Okay na.
Ako, may tanong sana din ako. May tanong ako.
Sige, go ahead, Peps.
Peps, halatang halata.
Nahalata yung edad ko, no? Hindi naman ako yung nagkakalayo ni Kong Mon. Anyway, sir, ang tanong ko, siguro kukumpara nyo, sa mga players ng panahon nyo, sino mga players ngayon na nasa Gilas na, kunyari mako-compare nyo? Sino si parang Jaworski nung panahon na yon? O ngayon si Jaworski dati, di ba? Ngayon, sino sa mga naglalaro ngayon na parang si Jaworski dyan sa Gilas?
Peps,
hindi nyo kilala lahat.
Just to be honest, when I retired back then, hindi na kasi ako nag-follow ng basketball, even the NBA, you know. I would only drop by every now and then to watch a PBA game or two, especially during the championship. So actually, hindi ko na talaga kilala ang mga athletes, no?
Okay, sir.
Mga
So,
naglalaro ngayon sa basketball scene.
Okay. Thank you so much for that. Ano lang sport ang inano nyo after retirement from basketball, no? Anong sport ang pinasukan nyo?
Well, basically, when I retired in 94, for maybe about 10 years, I was into basketball clinics for kids, no? I was going around the Visayas and Mindanao area doing basketball camps for kids, no? Mas nag-i-enjoy ako at the time after my basketball. So, yun lang. Hindi ako masyado, well, nag-golf and go fishing. Basically, yun lang, no?
Thank you for that. Anyway, sir, you mentioned that you had a sports program. Okay, ano na last na to? You had a sports program. By any chance, meron bang, for example, na nag-participate sa sports program nyo na naglalaro ng basketball ngayon? Hindi nyo na mare-recall?
Hindi ko na mare-recall that well, meron. Yung si Porter, I think he's playing for Ateneo.
Oh, okay.
Porter.
There you go.
Porter, the family name Porter.
Chris Porter?
Chris, I think Christopher, right?
NX.
Christopher, NLEX na. That's correct, that's right.
Yes.
So when he was a young boy, his father brought him to me, and he was introduced to basketball by his father. I taught him. He joined my basketball clinic at the time, no? And it's a good thing he picked it up all the way, and he has reached the PBA. There were several others. Really, I just couldn't remember them. No?
There you go. Thank you so much for that. It's nice that we have some kids who underwent your program and are now achieving their own greatness in the different leagues in the regards to basketball. Thank you so much for that, Kong Mon.
Welcome.
Anyway, si Brian may mga pahabol pa.
Yung pa nga sinasagot tanong ko.
Okay na, kasi
Sorry, galing ko na sa isang show.
Nag-starstruck kami kay Ivan. Kayo na
Nakakam na ako.
Okay na. Ernest. Okay na daw.
Yun common, meron po ba tayong balita sa SEA Games? Marami naririnig ako na that cases are rising in Vietnam. Meron bang development?
Well, we're waiting for the decision of the SEAG Federation, Brian. They're going to meet on the 24th, and we will know whether it will push through or not. No, so we're just really waiting. But as I said before, we continue on with the PSCs on the PSC side. We continue to prepare for the event this coming December, just in case it will push through. No? So the 24th will be an important day, really. We will know whether Vietnam will go on with it or postpone it.
Okay. Ernest. Thank you, Sir Mon.
Ito, last na lang, no? Before we end the interview. Now, kung nakuha niyo yung height ni Kai Soto na 7'3", nasa NBA na kayo?
Matangkad na sana ako, no?
You're officially 6'5" or 6'6" nung ano? I think it's
6'5", 6'5" or 6'7", depending.
Depende. Depende kung maganda gising, kung 6'7", maganda gising. Nako, nawala yung si Ivan kasi nagsalita eh. Nag-side comment si Ivan eh.
May underlying 5'11", 5'9", buti hindi 5'4", 6'4".
5'11" with heels. Parang gano'n. Pero yun nga, diba?
Well, I hope Sir Mon comes back, no? Because I think his signal is medyo not that good.
Oh.
Anyway, we have a special guest now. His name is the guy who was experimenting on different hairstyles. si Kagawad Brian Yalong.
Bakit? Bakit
So
naman
what's the final choice? What's the final choice?
Is!
Ano ba yan?
Gray. Ash gray.
Alam ko ba
Okay,
kulay
next
blue?
time.
Di lumalabas yung blue eh. Di lumalabas yung blue eh. Antayin nyo,
Hindi,
hinintay ko
ang
red.
tip dyan next time.
Red. Next ko, red.
Pare, next time, ang tip dyan, pare, wag mong gagamitin yung tirang hair dye ng asawa mo. Kasi ganun talaga magiging kulay niyan, purple. Anyway, I don't think we're gonna have Sir Mon back. So Ernest, why don't you
Sige, ano na natin?
Ano na babalik?
Sana
Guys,
bumalik.
masyado kayong na-excited eh. Hindi
Oo
masyadong halata na-excited kayo. But let's keep her cool. Let's keep her calm.
Why, Bella? Who was
parang
excited?
episode,
Who was
parang ganun
excited?
ka.
Inaabangan ni Brian magpa-picture eh. Yung magka-group picture tayo.
Teka. I'm curious. Anong sasabi ni Bella excited about? Did I miss anything, Bella? What happened?
Yeah, first of all, you already missed that question was asked in the
Question you
spot.
asked, yeah.
Yeah. That's why I was asking isang tao diyan kung ano nagtanong.
Oy, nagmo-moderate
Also
ako
that
tapos kinakausap kita.
Guys,
Ang hirap pa.
we're still on live.
Yeah.
Friends, we're still
Nagiging
on live.
comedy. Anyway, end it please.
Yeah, so...
O sige, mukhang yun na yung ano natin, ang palabas natin, mahirapan na makabalik si Ramon. But anyway, let us give our co-host a chance to say their final remarks. Unahin na natin yung choppy lagi. Ivan?
No choppy dyan.
Okay
na nga si...
Ano sabi?
Yeah. Clear example! Clear example! A good example!
Hindi kita choppy kasi
Biglang sabit eh.
Anyway.
Anyway, thank you kung nasan man si Com Ramon. Thank you na for guessing again. Ayun, medyo maingay na. So, ayun. So, good night. Yun lang. May kagit.
Alam niyo tuwa si Ivan kasi kanina nakita niya si Luis Manzano.
Hindi, biglang invite yung...
Nagtititibi ka nga.
Sinabi ko rin yung pera.
Luis Manzano. Okay, sige, ang sunod natin, si Godfather, Brian.
Yeah, well, sorry, I didn't catch it kasi medyo nataga-interview kanina. I was hoping to join you earlier on, pero well, yun. Hopefully, nakatanong ng kahit matino. Yun. Thank you. Hi Peps, hi Belay, hi Ernest, goodbye Ivan. Ay, nandiyan pa pala si Ivan.
Okay, and of course, Mr. Fritza Pizzas, Peps of
Fritza
Vicilia.
Pies. I will correct you.
Fritza Pies.
Yes. Anyway, thank you so much for joining us for this episode of Banana Kick at Sports on Air. We would like to thank, and of course, our guest, Kong Ramon Fernandez. It was such a pleasure and honor to have you here in our show. And of course, we and all my co-hosts, thank you so much for this episode today. And don't forget to order your Fritza pizzas or your Fritza pizzas na, your Fritza pies this weekend. Just go to our FB page.
Si Mike daw, kailan mo papadalan?
Who's next? Naghang kayo lahat.
Ayun na. Dapat pala hinuli natin si Ivan eh. Nakakahawa. Okay, Brian.
Tapos na.
Ayun nga pala. Ako
Okay ka lang?
Wait lang. Nandito ulit si Don Ramon.
Ayan, okay. We're back on air.
I can't with you guys. I cannot.
Okay. Sige. Medyo ka tayo, nabitin tayo. No?
I know.
No?
Naglolo ko yung signal ko dito eh. But anyway, thank you very much guys. Are we done?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yun na.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Baka pwede tayo mag-final remarks. Ay, pero hindi nyo natatapos yung tanong ko kanina. Paano kung naging 7-3 si Don Ramon Fernandez?
The 7-footer.
Ayun na.
Oo nga naman. Iniisip
ko, baka lalabanan niya na si Karim Abdul-Jabbar, di ba? Mga ganon.
Malamang. Wala sanang Karim Abdul-Jabbar.
There was a time tinawag kayong Karim, di ba, Sir Ramon? Nung nasa beer house niya, kayong hook nyo kasi.
Karim Abdul. Wag na lang, dami babae tayong kasama eh.
Sarap ng tawa ko doon ah.
Okay. Okay.
Alam mo yung
Tom.
third name? Alam mo yung third name ni Karim Abdul? Yes.
Dako good kaayo,
Anyway.
dako good kaayo.
Okay, thank you very much, guys.
Tom.
We're done.
Final remarks na lang. Final words, final remarks.
Well, thank you for this opportunity to join you this evening. Maraming salamat. I hope you continue to follow sports, to love sports, and to promote sports. No, help us encourage our kids, the children. No, suportahan natin ang atletang Filipino, especially now that we are going into the Olympics and several other international games like the SEA Games, the IMAG, the Beach Games, and even the Para Games. No? Let's all support them para sa atletang Pilipino. Maraming salamat.
Okay, thank you very much, Com. And finally, Belay.
Thank you po, Sir Mon, for gracing us. I know there's some giddy grown men on this call that were so excited that you joined us today. And I think their questions are not yet done, but I had to tell them that you are a very busy man and that it's overtime. But again, thank you for what you're doing for Philippine sports. We're here for it and we're super excited for what else is to come this year, whether it's just Olympics or there's still SEA Games to look forward to. So sobrang maraming salamat po and congratulations, Peps, Ivan, Ernest, and Brian na kasama kayo sa isang Zoom room with Commissioner Mon Fernandez.
Nakumpleto no?
Sobrang sayang-saya. And salamat na I had to take a back seat and kayo naman yung medyo nag-interview talaga today. Salamat guys. Stay safe.
Okay, with that, ito ang pasalamatan natin ng mga sponsors natin. Pacquiao 3-in-1 Coffee, Kapeng Barako with Malunggay, Orange Malunggay, Orange and Iced Tea, and HG Guyabano Drink. Available at Mercury Drug, South Supermarket, Robinson Supermarket, LCC, Rustan Supermarket, Lazada, and Shopee. And for those who want to become sellers, please email sales@orech.com.ph. And bago lahat, picture muna. Brian?
Okay.
And in 1, 2, 3.
Alright.
Diyan po nagtatapos ang Banana Cake for this week. Ako po si Ernest Fernandez na nagsasabi sa inyo, mag-like po kayo ng Sports on Air, mag-like din kayo sa Youth Football League, mag-subscribe din kayo sa YouTube channel namin. At with that, kakain na po kami. Happy dinner and see you again next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye po. Thank you, sir.
Malunggay, orange, malunggay, iced tea. Mas masustansya at mas masarap. Ang dating iced tea at orange juice, may bago na. May malunggay. Malunggay, orange, malunggay, iced tea. Mas masustansya at mas masarap. Malunggay, orange, malunggay, iced tea. Swak sa lahat. Malunggay, litro pack.
HG Guyabano, homegrown iced tea. HG Guyabano, I love my HG.
Gawang Pilipino, walang kastin. Gawa sa dahon ng guyabano.
HG Guyabano, homegrown iced tea.
Bumangon sa tapang at lasa ng bagong pag-asa.
A bold blend of Barako coffee, fortified with malunggay and other extracts, rich in potassium, calcium, and magnesium.
Tikman ang bagong kape ng bayan, Pacquiao Coffee.
Pacquiao Original Blend 3-in-1 Coffee.
Lasa ng bagong pag-asa.